Come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up and
he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a run with Sermon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that home. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Watch the screen. 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Slice, 97. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch track ultra. Twins.
On play action, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You. Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Sermon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Allen. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Drop deep, drop deep. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Here we go. Cycle. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A final shot before half for Lance. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jim. 10 seconds. Mike, 49. Hey, here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards left on second down. They run once more with Sermon. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this is Sermon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Sermon. Down to the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Sermon.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
March 49. I got you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Shot, 17.
And they'll run with Sermon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. A big gain there for the Bills. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second and 10.
One set. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, tight down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Here's Sermon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Sermon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Allen. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for San Francisco, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we'll see.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that